Kendrick wins this round. I'm glad we have Anthony Fantano here to break down these bars because I missed so many of them on this fucking video or in the fucking song. Any YouTube frogs watching after the fact, by the way, feel free to drop a like and a sub if you enjoy or stay. If you want to watch the original video, feel free to go click the first link in the description, which will be Mr. Fantano's video here without my commentary. But if you do stick around and you do enjoy your stay, like I said, drop a like and a sub would be very much appreciated. And feel free to come over to the Twitch stream, watch videos live with us, watch me play some games, get involved in the convo, all that fun jazz there. And yeah. I don't have another Mr. Ballin video today, but maybe tomorrow, or if we have more time for reacts, I might add another Mr. Ballin video. I was trying to check out some other ones. Oh, ad time? Chat, like I just said, YouTube, feel free to go drop a sub chat, and there's a link to the Discord. Tap in. Yeah, bro, I heard there was original 19-minute fucking diss track too. I honestly don't know, Dr. Dangerous. Anyways, let's tap in on this, baby. Without further ado.
Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. You know why you're here. I know why you're here. It's Beef Watch 2024. The tensions between...
Guys, I'll be real with you. Anthony sent 73 minutes of footage today, so this vid is going to be light on the edits. Lol. What?
Between Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
73 minutes?
Continue to escalate. Things have advanced quite a bit since
Collivers? Ooh. Daddy Fantano, what? Even I don't have enough hate in me to create a 19-minute diss. To drop 19 minutes of malice? Holy shit.
Kendrick Lamar fired that first public shot across the bow at Drake and J. Cole, unlike that from the Metro Boomin and Future album, We Don't Trust You, weeks and weeks ago. J. Cole responded. He apologized. He rescinded the response.
Oh, by the way, I just want to pause here and bring up one thing that, like, nobody's fucking talking about. I've only seen people talking about on Twitter, which is usually, like, a bad thing, right? If I'm like, hey, guys, I saw this on Twitter. But it took Drake 21 days to respond to Kendrick. It took Kendrick 17 days to respond to Drake. And a lot of these people in fucking, like, the hip-hop world and, like, music world are spinning it like, oh, Kendrick took forever to respond. He literally responded with a better diss track. You know, maybe you could make the argument that Drake's sonically, like, if you're a fan of, like, the beats or, like, whatever, you're just looking for a catchier song, is better, right? But fucking Kendrick responded with a better diss track in less time. It feels like Kendrick took too long because we had Might Delete Later and everything between that. True. Yeah, bro, I saw a little bit of the Chris Brown and Quavo beef. Somebody said, oh, in the undercard to the main event. On Twitter the other day, I was going through fucking hip-hop Twitter.
Then Drake responded with push-ups, and then one more time responded again, trying to bait Kendrick into a response sooner rather than later with the tailor-made freestyle. I very much messed with push-ups, as you guys may remember, and while I thought what Drake did with the whole AI voice thing with Tupac and Snoop was kind of a very smart psychological warfare 4D chess type move, it was still really weird and tasteless and kind of odd on his part. I commented on that as well, and since that video I did on the tailor-made freestyle, that response, that diss track, has been taken down off social media because it turns out Tupac's estate not too happy with Drake using the guy's voice in that weird ass track. So yeah, that's down offline now. And
especially because I feel like Tupac would not fuck with Drake. Like, I don't know, dude. Listening to fucking Mortal Man on To Pimp a Butterfly. I know I keep bringing up To Pimp a Butterfly, but, like, again, that's, like, literally listening to that all the way through. It was, like, immediately like, oh, brother. Yeah, this is, like, this is fucking insane. Like, I literally felt like I had a spiritual fucking connection, you know, there. Like, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? A spiritual experience, right? Listening to Mortal Man and what Tupac is saying, I don't think he would fuck with, I I mean, I know that's probably like cut up, right? They probably cut up an interview or a bunch of different interviews with Tupac. But hearing just that, I don't think Tupac would fuck with, I don't think he would fuck with Drake, like, and everything that Drake stands for. I mean, maybe he would, like, sorta, like, brush arms with him, and shit like that. But, like, I don't think he would be like, yeah, I love Drake. I think he would genuinely love Kendrick. I don't know. Oh, yeah. It wasn't Tupac himself. It was, it was clips of his voice, probably from interviews and shit. But yeah, like, listening to that just from those clips from the interviews, I really feel like Tupac would not fuck with Drake, because Drake is very much like the, the big guy, like the rich dude that, like, has made so much fucking money off of being a artist and isn't fucking, like, I don't know, isn't tapped in. Like, it goes back to what Kendrick is talking about on this fucking diss track, is like not tapped in with the culture, like he's like a culture vulture.
Days later, we finally have a full-on, complete, direct at Drake response from Kendrick in the form of this track, Euphoria. That's the setup, that's the context. Let's get into it. Just kind of talking about, on a surface level, the instrumental production, sonic aspects of what's going on here. We have a pretty lengthy diss here at 6 minutes and change. Bit of an intro, bit of an outro. Core of the track works in 3 separate parts. A first leg that is backed by a Teddy Pendergrass sample over this Kendrick Lamar is giving us a pretty low-key delivery that kind of lures you in a little bit, really gets you set up to eat up every word that he's saying because he's not jumping out at you. Then things escalate with a beat switch, a pretty standard but grim and dark trap instrumental that is a little lo-fi, a little rough around the edges, some big synth horns on it, some bells in the background too. And then once again, another beat switch with a similar rhythm in the background, but we're kind of switching it up melodically with these kind of wheezy, dusty string leads, which eventually drop away in favor of just kind of giving us the rhythms. Instrumentally, I feel like the track is solid, not exactly mind-blowing or game-changing, but as far as the instrumentals have gone so far in this beef exchange, no beat has really gone harder than that original Like That Beat. I think on the instrumental side, it's really Metro.
Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck, dude. He's literally saying what I was about to say. It's Metro. It's fucking insane.
Like That Beat. I think on the instrumental side, it's really Metro Boomin, who's kind of going to end up taking the W on this one. But no.
Yeah, dude. Metro's crazy, bro. Metro's crazy. Dude, I really feel like Metro, low-key, like hip-hop and rap was, like, kind of dying, and Metro's like, oh, no, bro, we got at least another 5 years. Come here. It just fucking was like, all right. Yo, Future. Come on. Let's get it. We gotta fucking fix this shit, brother. They're saying we're cooked, okay? We gotta let them know. All right, get everybody in here, okay? We're gonna say fuck Drake, okay? We gonna get this shit booming again, brother. Darku, what's up, bro? Welcome back in. Yo, we're doing some reacts. We're hitting a fucking react to this Anthony Fantano reaction to Kendrick wins this round. And then we're gonna hit some scary reacts, and then maybe another react or two, and then after that we're gonna play some games, bro. How's it going? How's your day? Chris, did you see Travis Scott begging the shit out of Metro to play Like That with Future on stage? No, because I'm not getting covers because the line is too long. Rip. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla. I found a baby camel in Minecraft. Yo. Oh, I found a baby camel. Well, I love Minecraft. Yo, Wait, I got a pack for this weekend. Fuck. In my defense, he did say he wanted to get the heat. How was I supposed to know? He meant in bed, not in his house on fire? What? Yo, Capper, sounds good, homie. Appreciate you. Good, how was yours? It was been pretty good, bro. Definitely overslept. Kyra, thank you for the alert, brother. Dude. Oh my god, bro. Also, yo, Seven, sorry if the stream's still being laggy for you. Like Sarah said, yeah, any ad blockers really fucks with Twitch. Highly recommend turning them bitches off if you're watching a Twitch stream.
No matter, because in these diss exchanges,
or hitting a refresh. If you ever have any problems with Twitch, first thing, try and hit a refresh. And then after that, try and break it down, because Twitch just sometimes be laggy like that. Sorry that if anybody's experiencing that shit. It's pretty fun now. Okay, cool.
Changes between Kendrick and Drake. I don't think the production should be carrying that much anyway. It really should be the words, it should be the flows, it should be the pen game. While on push-ups, Drake most definitely came with some mean words, some witty lines, kind of an analysis in terms of the splits Kendrick and company are making on their records, their streams, their sales.
Bro, I said it again during the listening when we listened to it on stream. Euphoria on stream. A 50-50 split in today's world is pretty good. Cause a lot of these songs, the artists are only getting 16% of. So if Kendrick is actually getting 50%, that's pretty good for nowadays, especially for a top tier label, you know? At least from my understanding of Top Dog and all that shit. It is a serious, real fucking, that's big. And Interscope, I don't know. Holy shit, by the way, Grinch.
Kendrick is clearly out for blood on this track, where it is very apparent that his distaste for Drake goes beyond just hip-hop competition being the best. He doesn't really care for the guy on a personal level. As a result, his whole takedown of Aubrey, as I will go over, is kind of surgical and multi-layered. So with that, let's get into the bars and the content of what Kendrick is saying. Here we got the bars right here. Before I get into this, just to remind you guys, everything I'm going to say about every single lyric on this track is my interpretation of what is being said and what goes on. You're free to have your own read on all of this.
Yeah, same. Listen, sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm basically outside looking in. I was really into fucking hip hop and rap in 2015 to 18, and then I dipped out of it, and then I got back into it recently, probably beginning of 2023. So obviously take my word with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to have a good time here, laugh at fucking Kendrick cooking Drake, because I don't really fuck with Drake, but I love Kendrick.
What I'm about to say is not the be-all.
So obviously there's bias, by the way.
End all with all this. We are observing a beef, a disagreement between two very talented, entertaining guys. Ultimately, all I want to see is who makes the better set of tracks in the midst of all this. And with that, let's see if it ends up being Kendrick with this Euphoria cut. All right, now, for those who did not pay attention, this entire track kicks off with a reversed piece of audio, which is a callback to the classic reinterpretation of The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, that at one point features Richard Pryor saying, "Everything they say about me is true," which then progresses into another line about him being a phony. Now, to me, my read of this, and really just the surrounding everything from the get-go on this track, is Kendrick is really trying to do everything that he can to paint Drake as inauthentic, as fake, essentially as an actor. A guy who has more ties with entertainment and visual media and pretending to be something that he's not than he does hip-hop in actuality, which, again, is why he's throwing in this line here, which is why he has named the record Euphoria. Many fans have read layers into Kendrick's reasoning behind that, but the most obvious, I think, kind of tie-in with all of this is Euphoria is a show. It's a drama that is actually produced by Drake himself. I'm not trying to play stupid here. I'm just saying the most obvious
Ben Pony, what's up, brother?
Between all of these things, especially with these.
I did not know that Drake was a producer for that show, and I have not watched it, so I literally didn't know that it was a bunch of fucking teenagers having sex, Kind of sussy-bussy, Drake. Kind of sussy-bussy. Also, for the first time ever, chat, we're moving the webcam down to the lower third on the left side. Oh, I already fucked it up. God fucking damn it. Sorry. Live edits. We're making live edits right now. What's up with it? We're moving the webcam. Oh, am I moving the wrong thing right now? Oh, I am. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm fucking it up. Sorry, YouTube frogs. You're getting cooked right now, dude. You are getting cooked. Hope you weren't here for fucking... Oh, I can't see because it's giving me a blue outline. Get me in there. Get me in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, daddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, that's pretty close. Oh, my God. It's still off a little bit. Hold on, let me... Why is it not moving it? Yeah. Okay. That's I think that's as close as we're getting to perfect. Sorry. So sorry. I should have kept the video rolling. My bad.
Bars on the front end where he's talking about Drake being a famous actor we once knew, looking paranoid, who is now spiraling, is that, again, Drake is an actor. He is a fake. He is being something that he's not, which Kendrick reinforces with even more bars right after in a very low-key, relaxed flow and a writing style that sets things up like he's just a narrator. Beginning to tell you a story. He's not throwing too much wordplay, flipping too many double entendres, anything like that. He's just setting us up for a tale. Fabrication stories on the family front, because you heard Mr. Morale, a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tales on you now. You're not a rap artist. You're a scam artist with hopes of being accepted. Kendrick makes another comparison between him and Drake as well, saying, I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. Which, I mean, if you're objectively looking at the music of both artists, you can't really disagree with, because what does Drake's music really inspire people about, or inspire people over, really kind of, I guess, rile them up to do? Or
too sexy for that shit. Too sexy for that shit. Hey, he inspires me to twerk my ass, okay, brother? I'm fucking shaking it to that song, brother, okay? So, Mr. Fantano, why don't you chill out, okay, brother? Oh, what? Oh, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar inspires systematic change? Well, does he inspire systematically shaking my ass? Didn't think so. Round one, Drake. You found an egg? I was like, yo, let's go. My favorite comfort streamer. What's up, Acacia? How's it going?
feel or think. Much of it is very low-key, egocentric, moody, in-your-feels type music, which there's nothing wrong with in concept, but it does stand that that is pretty much the only lane Drake has the ability to.
Oh, by the way, I was watching H-Rock break this down, right? He said the "you make music that pacify him" is him taking a jab at Drake being a possible, underage woman enjoyer. That's a jab. Now, I don't know if I fully believe that, but that would make sense considering all the other little disses that Kendrick slides in here about Drake, being, interested in underage women. Once he started coming after my Kendrick Pookie, I was like, K-Dot better roast him alive, bro, on God. I'm back. Here's what I missed. Oh, just the intro to this video. What's up, Amethyst? Welcome back in, homie. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Also, didn't know that Drake dated a girl for a little bit that was 18 that he met when she was 16. Kendrick has me shaking my ass though. Only with my friends though, because that's embarrassing. Also, Drake dissing Kendrick on his wife was fucked up. I'm 100% Kendrick. Yeah. Bro, I listen, again, I'm doing tricks on it, brother, okay? When I queued my fucking shower playlist today, dude, or my shower queue today, I put the fucking diss on there. I was like, this shit's crazy, bro. I can't not listen to this. It's literally, it makes my ears wet, bro.
To operate in, whereas Kendrick has shown the ability to do his thing in multiple different lanes and has especially focused a lot of his efforts in making music that has been proven to be boundary breaking, challenging, substantive, and thoughtful. I can double down on that line, but I'll spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. So Kendrick already saying on some level out of the gate, he is pulling and will most likely be pulling punches on this track. Everything he has to say about Drake topically, maybe he's saving for another response down the road. I know you're a master manipulator and a habitual liar too, but don't tell no lie about me and I won't tell truths about you. It's after this point on the song that vocally,
Dr. Stars is banning or bullying you. Hold on, I got you, brother. Banned, cooked, dude. Yeah, it's good, bro. I think it literally gets better, and obviously, again, I'm fucking doing tricks on Kendrick here. I'm doing tricks on Kendrick's dick here, but I think it just gets better as you listen to it more. Like every time I've listened to it, I'm like, oh shit.
And instrumentally, the track switches up. Kendrick escalates the energy level, and he really starts going in the first full verse. Okay, look, the first handful of bars on this verse definitely work in layers, but to kind of get to the meat and to the point of what Kendrick is saying here, he's really building himself up. He's ramping up to start pulling out some deadly lines and start kind of teasing at
What's a woman? Whoa, calm down, Matt Walsh. Okay, chill out.
things that he might want to reveal about Drake down the road, or maybe eating at Drake's feelings and motivations in the midst of all this, saying, everybody want to be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway, talking about the way Drake has been acting and carrying himself in the midst of this beef and prior to it, as a tough guy, as a kingpin, as a this and a that. But meanwhile, Kendrick is saying he's been chipped or hurt by a throwaway line, a throwaway verse, a sub, something that wasn't even close to going as hard as he possibly could, which, I mean, you could kind of say like that was, given that it wasn't that lengthy of a verse to begin with. It did have some great bars and wordplay in it, but Kendrick has dropped bigger, more hard-hitting verses in the past. And yet, because it's Kendrick, that performance and that writing caused the stir that it did anyway. And next, Kendrick...
He didn't mention here, by the way, this might be just like fucking dorks reading into it too much, right? Demon Cash. Naivadis Demon Cash. Future's middle name is literally Demon. And then he has a song called Throwaway. And Drake is getting upset because he's getting chipped by fucking Future and Metro. It's like a double entendre, you know. It's a double fucking boom boom. You know, he's hitting them twice. If Drake's even that smart to think about that, you know. I saw somebody say on Twitter today, Drake is missing 75% of the meaning of this diss track. 75% of the material is going right over his head, which I know something like this would definitely go over his head because it went over mine. I guess you don't know nothing about that is my new favorite quote to say. Yo, what's up, Nato Tega? How's it going, homie? Kendrick is also just one of the most humble rappers, too, since he acknowledged he's done some fucked up things. Yeah, true. Yeah, dude. Fucking shout out Kendrick. Y'all remind me to feed the snakes in like 2 hours. I got you, Chucky. Probably, hopefully.
Stir that it did anyway. And next, Kendrick really does show how deep he can go in, lyrically setting up this idea of whether or not Drake has played a game of have you ever, asking him, have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500 though, like to an open case? Which a lot of people are tying to an instance back in 2019 where Drake paid a settlement, a six-figure settlement, to a sexual assault accuser, which bringing that up is... it's a diss track. It's fair game. That is not a good look that Kendrick is absolutely right to go after. This next set of bars referentially gets kind of dense and involves a lot of different ties industry-wise between Drake and a lot of cash money people, a lot of music business people. But Kendrick says, I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer. He wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Where Kendrick is kind of portraying a hypocrisy here, an inconsistency between Drake and those who are around him, especially above him in the music industry. Guys like Birdman, guys like Jay Prince, guys who use and abuse their control in the music industry, especially on the hip hop side, in all the wrong ways. And then Kendrick ties this up in just, the meanest. Dementia must run in his family, you know, meaning the group of people he's a part of. Let it get shaky. I'll park his son, which some might think is going a little too far here, but he actually kind of addresses this very tone shift in the following handful of bars, saying the very first time I shot me a Drake, meaning previously when he's gone at Drake before, but Drake also gun. Homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough today. I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. So obviously listening to somebody else prior, Kendrick didn't go about doing this the way that he wanted to.
Yeah, because Like, wasn't their first, like, real, like, public scuffle, like, 2017, right? Because that's when I first heard about it, that Drake and Kendrick were not, like, boys, and, like, that they didn't like each other. And that's, like, why I knew about this prior to it. Because, again, that's when I was, like, really into rap and hip-hop, like, a fuck ton. Like, that's all I listened to. Dude, making fun of the fucking Toronto accent is fucking crazy, bro.
And also pointing down, meaning aiming lower, going down to hell, shooting below the belt, which, given what has happened up until this point, he is clearly ready to do. This next set of bars is pretty interesting, as on the front end, Kendrick makes reference to a recent purchase of a ring that Drake did and showed and flashed on social media that Tupac owned. And then he ends that with, "I'd rather do that than let this Canadian guy make Pac turn in his grave," referencing not just that, but also Drake's recent use of Pac's voice in this whole AI thing.
Dude, that bar's crazy, bro. Every time I go, oh my God. Like, every time I've heard this song, I just, like, shake my head. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Fucking crazy. This dude's ready to fucking take this dude's head off.
Kendrick also makes reference to Drake's perception of things being twisted, which, given how he tried to go at Kendrick for being too pop-centric, is pretty valid, because that's obviously an accusation you can hurl at Drake times 10. "I hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me no more. Okay. It's 3 goats left, and I seen 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage." Then goes on to make this.
That I'm confused about, because I saw people talking about it and they were saying that the 3 goats, he's talking about him and Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that's why he's saying they're hugging and kissing on stage. And then they're saying that, or most people are saying that he's talking about him, and then he's saying that J. Cole and Drake are hugging and kissing on stage. But I don't, like, I would believe the Beyonce Jay-Z thing more, because why would he refer to Cole and Drake as goats? Why would he refer to them as goats? It doesn't make any sense to me. Kendrick makes hating art, bro. You get a prize just being a hater. It's because Drake and J. Cole was in fact hugging and kissing on stage. Were they actually? But why is he calling them goats? That's where I'm confused. That's why I believe more. Because he says in the verse they still his friends. He'll put them down like, what? Yo, listen, don't spoil. Don't spoil. Okay, dude? We're not there yet.
Meta bar about how he's going to explain why he's bringing this up. And again, he's telling us the number of bars we're going to have to wait for him to finally give us this punchline and this reasoning. And also, he's taking shots at Drake's weird fucking accent play shit that he's always doing whenever he crosses over into a sound or into a vibe or with an artist that does something.
I need the Max Ween.
Different than what he does. But yes, Cole and Aubrey know that he's selfish, the crown is heavy, and he prays that they're his real friends, because if not, he's YNW Melly, who is currently in jail because he got convicted of killing 2 of his friends. From here, Kendrick gets pretty direct, talking about how he doesn't like that Drake has been taking shots at Pharrell. He's going to take up the beef on his behalf. And then he says, fuck all that pushing P, doing a little Gunna Wanna reference, and then says he would like to see Drake push a T, which does that need any further explanation? I don't think it does.
Bro, it's crazy that fucking Pusha T really found the fucking photo of Drake doing blackface and found his hidden son. And then this dude, he wanted all the smoke, and then that happened, and he literally just acted like it never happened. He treated it like it never happened. I mean, to be fair, you know, Pusha T is not like some fucking, it's not like Kendrick, right? Like, Kendrick is fucking huge. He had the most successful, like, what was it, rap and hip hop tour ever or whatever, right? Like, he is fucking huge. So he can't just ignore Kendrick. He can ignore Pusha T, you know? Not that he should have, and not that people don't remember that who are really, like, into hip-hop and rap, but most of your casual fans are going to be like, Pusha who? You know, probably a lot of the Drake fans learned about Pusha T because of that, you know? Jay, question, how do you do blackface if you're already black? That, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I just know that that's one of the things they were throwing around in that beef is Drake literally did blackface. So, yeah, I don't know. J. Cole and Drake tried to say that they were the only good ones and Kendrick wasn't taking it. Yeah. I mean, I know that was like the whole thing that got him pissed off and like that. He was like, there's no top 3, it's just me, you know? But it's weird that, like, the only reason that in my head, again, that the Beyonce and Jay-Z thing made sense, and again, this is just me fucking looking on hip-hop and rap Twitter, so obviously a grain of salt, is that why would he refer to Cole and Drake as the GOATs if he's blatantly saying in both these bars that they aren't, like, anywhere near him? So, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say that somebody's GOATs without thinking that you're not better than them. But also, I just feel like Beyonce's like pop. You could say she's the pop GOAT. And then you could say that Jay-Z is straight up the hip-hop GOAT. And then say that Kendrick is the, like, rap GOAT, you know? And I feel like that would be... I don't know. That's just how it worked in my head. But I think most people say that he is talking about Drake and J. Cole when he says two of them hugging and kissing on stage. Dude, Drake and J. Cole just lack confidence that Kendrick has. Reason why J. Cole verses fall flat would choose maybe 2 of J. Cole songs to listen to, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I fucking love J. Cole still. I think he was smart to get out of this beef because, like, the thing is like, does Cole really, like, want to, like, does he feel so strongly about this? Like, Drake clearly is not a fan of Kendrick, and Kendrick clearly fucking hates Drake. Is Kendrick, like, really... Is he really, like, does he really hate Cole? Does Cole really hate him? I don't think so. I don't think they even have that much of a disdain for each other. I think Kendrick was upset that Cole said that him and Drake, that Cole, Drake, and Kendrick were the top 3. I think that's the only reason he was probably mad at Cole, you know? Compared to MGK? Wait, who compared someone in this group to MGK?
You better
That's
off
crazy.
spinning again on him. You think about pushing me, which at this point, that may in fact be true because at least at the end of the day, while Pusha T did really smother Drake in the crib with the story of Adidon, Pusha T is never going to be at Drake's size, unfortunately. And Drake can just kind of throw shots at him all day and probably see no repercussions about it because there's going to be a massive section of Drake's audience that's never going to listen to a Pusha T diss all the way through.
That's literally what I said, bro. Holy shit, yo. Me and Anthony Fantano on the same page on this one. Dude, the other thing is, like, people are like, oh, why is, like, Kendrick so pressed about this? Oh, why he had to fucking come at Drake? Bro, Drake has been sneak dissing this motherfucker and, like, everyone else for, like, the last, I don't even know how long, bro. Even I know that from the little bit of Drake that I've listened to. Like, this dude has been sneak dissing these fools so much. Not that I don't even, like, listen to Drake that much. Like, there's a lot of Drake songs that I like. Like, I think Drake makes good music. I think he's a shitty human being, you know? And I think that, like, people herald him as, like, this generation's, like, best rapper. And it's like, I mean, I guess that's just like people who listen to radio rap that are like, yeah, this guy's the best this generation or whatever. But I just think that's, like, disrespectful, even to, like, Cole, you know, even to Cole, bro, because, like, Cole was better than Drake, straight up.
No matter what, even if it's,
in my opinion, obviously it's a bit subjective,
a good one, even if it's an earth-shattering one, and if they do, it's most likely going to be one time, and they're going to be doing this the entire time. Whereas with Kendrick, the entire world is going to
be... Me watching an Asmongold video as of late. Oh, no, please! Oh, no, not another... Oh, no, not another bad take! Oh, no! Actually, wait, no, me and Dark Viper AU actually is better.
Be listening to this diss track. I mean, already on YouTube in a few short days, this song has as many streams as Push-Ups does on YouTube. Kendrick goes on to make more comparisons.
Oh, yeah, this song is, like, wildly, like, not wildly like outperforming, but wild to me outperforming Drake's track right now for like first day. If I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure I was like, or the first like couple of days, I was paying pretty close attention. Again, I've been really into this. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that I haven't fucked with Drake for a while, and I've been more like back in the day. I was such like a ooh, I need like lyricism, like yada yada. I was like big into like Cole and shit like that, and then listening to Pimp a Butterfly really like got me back into like that kind of style of rap and hip hop or whatever. But like I've been paying attention to this shit. I'm pretty sure that this shit is. I mean, it's at least doing crazy numbers right now.
Between him as Drake, obviously putting him above Drizzy. And also, we ain't got to get personal. This is a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. Another pulling punches line. Like for Kendrick, this is him actually not going nuclear. He is not pushing the red button. And he's essentially recommending wherever this goes, it should stay here at this level. And he threatens saying that he knows stuff about people that would make Gunna, who, I mean, has long been talked about as a snitch, that would make him look like a saint. Gunna really catching a stray on this one because he's really been doing everything that he possibly can to, you know, sidestep the snitch allegations. But after this diss, he's really not going to overcome them. Side note, though, I do feel like a bar such as this one is a reflection on how expectations of diss tracks have changed.
Yo, Josh Perry? What the flip is up, brother? Oh my god, dude, I appreciate you. Chat, please go show my homie Josh Perry some freaking love. You already know that is my OG right there, bro. Josh, how's it going, bro? Welcome in, by the way, my name's Chris. We're about good vibes here. We're watching a fucking breakdown of this Kendrick diss on Drake. It's been quite interesting so far. How's the things? It's going great, bro. Josh, were you winning today? Also, and Tay Guy, what's up, brother? Welcome back in, dude. On the diss track. The diss track, it's crazy, bro. This shit's crazy. But how's the stream? What were you playing? Were you winning? Listening to the song right now, love it so much. Yeah, I gotta listen to Push Up some more to like really, really get a full vibe of it. But yeah, Euphoria is so good, bro. I love that shit.
So much over the years that in order for a diss to be good, there has to be some big reveal that really is kind of like the Pusha T story of Adidon effect. Personally, I don't think a diss track has to have a revelation on the level of you have a son in order for it to be good and effective. But with that being said, Kendrick unfortunately has the cross to bear that his fans actually analyze his lyrics and pay attention to the things that he says. And I do think he will have egg on his face if things escalate from here and whatever information or revelation he's promising with this bar and others like it doesn't actually bubble up because he doesn't present any additional info. Which, I mean, from here, Drake most definitely has the ability to call his bluff if he so wants. Because, I mean, as damning as some of these bars are, Drake may respond, and I think he needs to respond, especially since he kind of baited this response out of Kendrick to begin with. And if he knows for a fact that Kendrick is bullshitting, he may call him out and say, I don't think you know anything. Go ahead. Say whatever you feel like you think you know. From here, Kendrick kind of reframes and reminds us and Drake about what this is all about.
Yeah, I mean, that will be interesting, bro. If he fucking calls his bluff. If it's even a bluff, maybe he knows shit. I mean, if you have not liked the guy for 12 years or whatever it was, you know, I feel like you're anything that you can gather, you're gathering about that dude, and you're keeping a hate book, bro. You're keeping a book of everything he's done. Kendrick gonna roll into the studio. Oh, Kendrick, you brought your Bible today. Nice, dude. Nah, this is my fucking book of fucking, I fucking hate Drake. Okay, brother? This is every fucking bad thing I heard about him. And then I have highlighted here which ones are very true, sort of true, or kind of true. Burn book, duh. Yeah, see, Kayla gets it, dude. Yeah, definitely. I think was playing it. Another Crab's Treasure. Oh, dude, fuck yeah. I gotta check that game out. It looks really fun. The Souls-like crab game. Have y'all ever felt so nostalgic that you just felt relaxed and reassured? Yeah, dude, literally the other day, weirdly enough, I was fucking like driving with my mom, and I don't know what it was about the certain way the sun was hitting me, and I was just thinking about like content creation and shit. I was thinking back in the day when I like wanted to be like Jacksepticeye so badly, and it made me be like, yo, I gotta play more video games on my stream. No way. No way. Drake fans are still in high school. Yeah, that's because he has to make sure he still has picks for a lover. Oh my God.
It's not about critics or gimmicks, AI stuff. It's about who's the greatest. And so far, Kendrick is showing that in this back and forth, because I don't think this track or any track in the midst of all of this should be taken in a vacuum or just at face value. It's about which person is outdoing the other person. And so far, when it comes to the quality of the tracks we have heard up until this point, I think Kendrick is outdoing Drake here.
I was about to say, the thing is like, even if Drake wins the next round of this shit, like if Drake takes it to another level, right? They're like, people are still going to be like, well, Kendrick kind of won that battle, or like have the argument that Kendrick could have won the battle, or like did win the battle, right? Even if Kendrick doesn't have anything and Drake like kind of cooks him in the next one, and you know, Kendrick's is mid, because Kendrick dropped Like That, which went crazy. Good fucking song. Fucking started the beef, already up 1-0, and then arguably, I feel like for most people that are hip hop heads, they will say that Kendrick has won this round as well, right? I think that's really like the general census right now, unless you're like a big Drake fan, is that Drake has the more catchy song, but Kendrick has the better diss. Chris's chat is always great. Yo, let's fucking go, Darkham. I appreciate you, bro. Drake the type guy to say, oh, Butterfingers, after publishing his diss.
Because, again, the tailor-made freestyle was just a weird gimmick to get Kendrick to react instantly. And push-ups.
Yeah, I think the tailor-made fucking diss track literally, like, took away credit from Drake. Like, I think that literally made him look more bad. And I think Drake doing all these, like, social media antics is just really hurting his image right here. And listen, I'm a pro use social media, like, in fucking music and TV and anything that you can, like, bring more social media, aka, like, more power to, like, normal motherfuckers, right? But in this scenario, I think Drake should have not been on social media with this shit, because that's not what this is about, bro. Yo, Sorrow, 25-day streak. You love to see it. Thank you. I appreciate you.
While I think it did have some good bars here and there, Drake did not objectively, and we're not even all the way through the track yet, dig as deep into Kendrick as Kendrick is into Drake on this song so far. Kendrick also says that while...
yeah, Drake was really like, haha, you're short. I'm the king. You're the prince. Ha 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 ha. You're short. You don't get enough money. Ha. You got a 50-50 split. Ha!
This, what he does, this performance, this writing, this act of aggression he's involved in, while it's about love, it's also about hate, and he's the biggest hater, and he very apparently hates Drake with such a deep passion, making a bit of a DMX callback here when he was ranting about Drake during a radio show, saying he hates the way that he walks, the way that he talks, the way that he dresses, the way that he sneak disses. If he catches a flight, it's...
Yo, all right, who wasted $5? Great Darkoom, thank you so fucking much for the sub, brother. I appreciate you. You are a freaking real one. Thank you so much, homie. For I don't have to spend money on a girl, you can spend it on a great streamer. Yo, stop before I give you a smooch. Anyway, sorry, let's continue. I appreciate you so much, bro.
Going to be direct, which he is very much being direct here. He doesn't even like the women that Drake has sex with. There's been a lot of debate over why exactly he framed this line in this way. Personally, given the tone of many of the bars surrounding this throughout the rest of the track, I kind of see it as an attack against Drake's moral character, because he's either hooking up with Instagram models, that kind of thing, or women that, as many people have discussed, are not necessarily of age, which is very much a third rail on this song that Kendrick doesn't seem to be ready to go full in on quite yet, but it seems to be something that just about everybody is expecting him to comment on, even Drake himself.
Yes. Yes. Actual children. Yes. Hey, what in the diss track, Spike? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Yo, yeah, Kayla, this shit is crazy. What's even more crazy is this video before the editor edited it and chopped it down. It was 73 minutes. Crazy. Spike, how's it going tonight, bro?
Because through the Tupac AI voice, he made mention of that very thing. And I don't know if Kendrick isn't like going that deep into it as a topic because he doesn't have that much information on it. It's something he's saving for a little bit further down the road if he does get another response from Drake, which he most likely will. But either way, it's something that Kendrick frames as being an issue that everyone is aware of. And then topically, he circles back into this sore spot that Rick Ross was very much going on about, that Drake is an appropriator. He's a fake. He's an actor, that he acts tough, and he's essentially not a part of hip hop culture, but he's just performing it. He also claims that Drake does not have a classic. And again, these are all criticisms that have been leveled at Drake before, but Kendrick is going about framing them lyrically in this track in a better way. We see another example of that, comparing Rick Ross with him, saying, let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your abs from. And again, in the wake of the Rick Ross diss, there's been a lot of discussion about, the Drake liposuction, Drake abs, Drake plastic surgery. Yeah, okay, that's very obviously a thing that happened. Pointing it out just to point it out doesn't necessarily...
Nah, bro, not even Millie Bobby Brown. There was another girl. I forget who it was. I saw it on an Atriox video. If you want to fucking check that out, go watch Big A's video on this situation. There was this girl that Drake met when she was 16 and then started a romantic relationship with her when she turned 18. Not even Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown was really fucking weird, but there was never any fucking proof that went any further than Drake giving her advice on boys when she was 15 and he was 33, right? That relationship, I didn't know about the other one until today. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I knew that he was weird with Billie Eilish not weird, but like talking to Billie Eilish a lot when she was younger. Me personally, like, unless it's like a chatter and we're going to talk about like video games or something, or like, laugh at Drake, I'm not going to talk to anybody that's even like 5 years younger than me, let alone like Millie Bobby Brown when she was 15 and he's like 32, 33, right? Why? Why are you guys talking that intimately, Do you think that's weird as fuck that so many people in the Hollywood industry are Yeah, it is fucking weird as hell.
Necessarily add up to much, honestly. But if you are going to bring it up, do it in a way where you're getting layers here, where the core of your audience has to stomach a fact, an idea, a piece of information. He also makes reference to the fact that Yachty has been outed as a ghostwriter for Drake because there recently was a reference track that came out that clearly Yachty did that landed on a Drake record. He goes again hilariously into all of the things he hates.
Yo, I love Lil Yachty, but getting the dude that said what did he say? He blow on that pussy like cello or whatever, like a cello. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Which, by the way, Lil Yachty's new record is fucking like so sick. By the way, I just want to say, like, not to put him down, but just like the fact that is cello lyric. Oh, I misspelled cello. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Where is it? What? Yo, where is the exact bar at? I'm not Oh my god. Where is it? Okay, I guess we gotta read through this. Okay. You know what I'm talking about, chat? I'm not trying to read through all of this. What the fuck? I can't even just look it up. give you no. I remember when this dropped, by the way. I listened to the shit and I was like, cello? Even my dumb ass. It was like, pulling the pussy like cello. Is there like, if I go to images, oh. She blow that dick like a cello. That's what it is. I was like, blow pussy, that's wrong. Blow that dick like a cello. Blow that dick like a cello. This is the guy you got writing for you, Drake. This is the guy that you got writing for you, Drizzy Drake. All right, okay, yo, turn up, brother. You know, nah, Yachty's amazing though.
About Drake and comments.
Hold on, let me back up a little bit since I got distracted. Sorry.
It was a reference track that came out.
Exactly. People have made fun of Yachty for that. That song came out in 2017. I mean, I guess I'm adding to it a little bit. People have made fun of him since then for his lyricism, but Yachty has some fucking crazy good bars. There's a lot of Yachty songs that's like, oh shit, okay.
That clearly Yachty did that landed on a Drake record. He goes again hilariously into all of the things he hates about Drake and comments on him being surprised that Drake had a feature request for him despite them having unsettled business. Now, this is a bit of speculation here, but many assume that this has something to do with Drake wanting Kendrick on first-person shooter as well, which I guess would kind of like make sense given the vibe of that track. So Kendrick's dislike of Drake just runs so deep. He's not even taking feature requests from the guy before this whole beef popped off. But he still has love for the Drake who makes poppy, catchy, just generally enjoyable music. He says he likes when he sees Drake successful, and he wants Drake to keep him dancing and waving his hand. And if he continues doing that, there won't be a threat. But then immediately after that, he infantilizes the guy and says he doesn't see where the man in him is, and then tries to bleed him, saying that when he stands by Sexy Red, he sees two bad bitches. And again, Kendrick kind of, makes a little bit of a nod. Makes a reference again to this idea that Drake doesn't like women, grown women, mature women, actual women. From here, Kendrick responds to Drake's allegations that his percentages off his music are all off and pretty messed up. Meanwhile, we know that for a fact Drake has this huge...
Yo, let's go, Spike.
Multi-million...
I'm sorry, fucking work had you stressed out, brother.
$1 million deal with his label currently, but that deal, while it does front him a lot of money, it does also require him to split a lot of revenue on multiple fronts with the label. So as a result, Kendrick here is advocating that, well, let's look at all of it. Let's look at all the splits. Let's pull all of it apart and see who financially is really doing better than the other. And he also kind of frames this as a pyramid scheme in a way, saying that he's signed to a guy that's signed to a guy that's signed to a guy, and also insists, and this is kind of another little revelation here, that Drake tried to throw a cease and desist on the Like That record in the first place, or was it the...
Bro, how the fuck are you gonna cease and desist in this fucking, in this economy? No, but bro, there's been so many bad looks for cease and desist. Why the fuck is he doing this? Why would he cease and desist like that, especially? What the fuck? Steve from Blue's Clues with his shaved head and striped shirt. He might be, I could see that, but also I think Fantano is the opposite. He'd be like, yeah, your music fucking blows. But he is, I feel overall a somewhat outside of music, he is an empathetic guy.
The remix, he's not super specific with that, but he is making a pretty bold claim here. And then he asks in a very funny way, ho, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. Maybe kind of displaying a bit of a double standard here, saying not only does he like back to back, which I mean, we all do. It's a great diss track. But you're allowed to diss people. And am I not? Is Like That not allowed to exist? Kendrick also says that while he's involved in this beef here, he's not that engrossed in the process of digging up dirt on people, because that's not his life. His life is actually raising his son, and saying that Drake wouldn't know anything about doing that is another very brutal moment on this song. Now, this is a bit of information that going into this track, we all know, we all understand Drake had to be reminded by Pusha T to be in his son's life. And look, to Drake's credit, at least insofar as what he has presented to the public, he does seem to be more involved in his son's life at this point. But you know what? Being a deadbeat dad, You just have to kind of get caught doing it one time for it to hound you for the rest of your life, potentially. He pretty much calls Drake godless and flips on its head the 20v1 line that Drake spat not too long ago, saying,
yeah, the 20v1 flip, I was like, oh my God, bro. Yo, this motherfucker got like that. He got huge nuts on him, bro.
Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20.
Actually, he's just smart as fuck, and like he's right. I'm glad that he brought that out, because I feel like nobody was really like talking about that, or like hasn't really like brought it out very hard in this big of a light, you know, of Drake having a shit ton of ghostwriters. And like, again, but I will say, like, if you're an artist and you have ghostwriters, like, turn up, but also don't act like you're the hardest motherfucker out. Like, you're not the hardest motherfucker out if you got a shit ton of ghostwriters and they're writing all your hard bars. Be honest. Yeah, I got ghostwriters. That shit got radio play, though. I don't give a fuck.
If I got to smack dudes that write with you, as it's essentially Kendrick versus Drake's ghostwriters. He says he'll clean them out as well, keep Beam close by. And then, you know, this almost proves that Kendrick is actually writing this shit, these next couple of bars, because he asks, is he battling a ghost or AI? And then he mentions Joel Osteen. Now, for those who are out of the know, Joel Osteen isn't he like a mega church preacher piece of garbage that Kanye was on stage with and had some dealings with? Yeah, he is not the actor Kendrick is actually trying.
Did Kendrick Lamar mix up Haley Joel Osment and Joel Osteen in the lyrics of his new Drake diss track? Lamar mentioned Osteen's name while referencing Osment's film AI, Artificial Intelligence, and The Sixth Sense in his latest single, Euphoria.
To make reference to here on this bar. So, you know, maybe this response here was a little rushed, because I don't know if Kendrick was knowingly misfiring with this reference or not, because he is not by name calling on the same or the right guy. So, I mean, this is kind of a pothole. This is a bit of a misstep here on Kendrick's part, I would say. But with that being said, the other stuff surrounding it certainly hits harder than bars about someone's shoe size. And again, things finish off with a threat from Kendrick that he could take things further from here if he's pushed to do so. Oh, and of course,
the Daft Punk bar, crazy.
To top things all off, he tries hard to revoke Drake's N-word card, which obviously I'm not in a position to have an opinion on that either way as a white guy. Okay, look, because for sure this whole beef, this whole everything is going to go further from this point. I'm not going to go any longer from here to comment on this track. But what I want to say is, in terms of wordplay, criticisms, attacks, consistency, relentlessness, this is the best song we have heard of this beef so far. Kendrick showed up Drake just in the way that I thought he would. However, I don't know if Kendrick is necessarily undefeatable. I wouldn't put Drake down for the count, especially with all of his out-of-the-box mind games that he likes to play. But Drake, even with ghostwriters, has an uphill battle on his hands, and most definitely has to respond to this, especially given just how formally he addressed Kendrick on push-ups, and the fact that he additionally baited a response out of Kendrick with Tailor Made. A response, a diss, a track is clearly what Drake wanted. He has the diss now on his plate, and he has to eat it. He cannot do another Pusha T PR statement, we're ending the beef, Jay Prince is stepping in to close it all off again. This is not 2018. He has to finish what has been started, and from here we will see how that goes. But as of right now, I think Kendrick is coming out on top, because regardless of how much you like this track, or how you feel like it fits in the greater scheme of diss songs of all time, Drake,
Caleb, that's a fair take,
has not come through with a superior cut so far. And if he takes down Kendrick from here, lines about his height and his shoe size and how rarely he drops music are not going to cut it. He's got to go further, and I guess from here we will see if he can.
I mean,
Those are my thoughts.
does he even have anything to like bring Kendrick down with? You know, like what is Kendrick hiding? Like what is he hiding? You know? So that's like where like my thoughts lie, because like Kendrick probably doesn't have much more on Drake. I mean, maybe he does. Like I said, maybe he's got a whole fucking laundry list. I mean, he's been collecting this shit for years, and he was just waiting for the right time to take shots at him. And he's like, literally, like, don't fucking force my hand. But what does Drake have? Like, what does he have on Kendrick? I mean, like, I know he probably has mad connections and could probably figure out anything with Kendrick. But like, what has Kendrick really done that's been like horrible that he could be like, haha, fucking cooked type shit, you know? I don't know. Kendrick taking Drake's N-word pass felt like Aang taking Ozio's firebending away. Nah, that's crazy. I definitely butchered Ozio's name. How can a vegan be such a beef enjoyer? Every diss aimed at Drake is a W for, is it Edius? He experiences a better version of fatherhood from Drake every time Drake gets burnt. Oh, it's Drake's son. Oh, yeah, I butchered his name. Drake, even with ghostwriters, has an uphill battle on his hands, is nasty work. Kendrick calls out Drake being a leech on black culture, a pedo, and having an agenda, or an... Wow, I'm cooked, dude. Holy fuck. Of ghostwriters and Drake fans are like, we already knew this. Like, bro, and that all sits right with you? That is true, bro. That is true. I didn't know that the fucking pedo, like, things went so far. Like, again, ghostwriters doesn't really bother me other than the fact that Drake keeps acting like he's, like, the toughest, hardest guy ever, and he has, like, the best bars. Like, brother, they're getting written for you. Like, shut up. You're taking someone else's homework. That's like me being like, I'm a genius creative for like doing like React content. It's like, brother, like you're just adding a little bit of sauce in. Like Drake is writing ad libs and adding a couple bars in. Like it is your song, but at the end of the day, like people did help you make it, you know? I think that's a good analogy for Reacts, by the way. Anyways, like overall in the modern market. Anyways, but I didn't realize like how much, like I knew that he kind of like hopped on the train with newer artists to like continue to like boost his relevancy and keep him like fresh and everything. But I didn't realize that he was being like a leech to black culture. And I didn't realize the pedo stuff, like how far that went and like how extreme it was. Also, sorry, I just realized I'm cutting off the new fucking face cam's cutting off comments. My bad. Kendrick, fucking... Holy fuck, bro. I think I need to go to sleep. Holy shit, bro. I'm literally so fucking stupid. Imitating the Toronto accent is legitimately one of the top moments of the year. That shit was cathartic. Bro, I literally think that Kendrick saying cringeworthy is so fucking goofy. The way Kendrick says, let me see you push a T is so funny. Bro, Kendrick Lamar's like ad libs and just the way that he delivers stuff is so fucking like either funny or like catchy to me. Like there's so many things that I say in my everyday life that I didn't realize like until I think about it. That's Kendrick's shit. Like let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Like that's literally Kendrick. There's so many ad libs that he does or like ways that he says shit that like just go right into my brain. I use this everyday vocabulary. I mean,